and the war has been won by India.
Major General Brajesh Kumar, former DG Military Infrastructure, also joins us now live. Major General Kumar, your first reaction to these visuals. How do you view these visuals, sir, which have come in? The Prime Minister's unannounced visit to Adampur, surprise visit to Adampur this morning.
Uday, our Prime Minister has displayed his mettle, a hands-on man, and I think a very charismatic and a visionary leader. What we have seen in the operations, which are very short and small, 3.5 to 4 days, what he has achieved is substantive. And what he has done is something very, very huge. Imagining getting the three services to act jointly in a synergistic manner, it has been his thought, his brainwave, and he has worked for it while in the planning stage. Remember, meeting each of them together, individually, to make a plan. And the plan succeeded. More importantly, he called the nuclear bluff of Pakistan, which he said so in his address to the nation yesterday. In addition, keep making deep strikes without losses and putting this pressure of the military machine and the kinetics of Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force. He is a very nice leader. And a leader, he doesn't believe in showing things. It is substance. When he visits his troops today morning, it is not a mere show. It is substance. He has gone to thank them. He thanked all of us, the military, the rest of the people of the country, everybody yesterday evening in their address. But first thing first in the morning, he goes out to meet his soldiers and thanks them. Imagine the kind of a motivation it has. It's a force multiplier. It's not the army, soldiering, military is not a game of numbers. It's not 100 aircraft versus 200 aircraft. It's not 5 tanks versus 2 tanks. It is actually a synergy. It is a morale, which is a force multiplier. We have seen in the history how a smaller force, well-machined, motivated, has outflanked or beaten a much stronger opposite force. In India, we are no strangers to this, right from the Battle of Panipat and what have you. So that in that semblance, it's so wonderful to have the mass leader, a strategic and a visionary leader, going out to various places, various military units, especially the Air Force, which has done so very well. And of course, the message goes through the media, through the internet, to the entire world per se. What it says? Well, India has arrived. We don't look to Pakistan as small victories here and there. Our vision is higher. When we are talking about the 4th largest economy today and maybe 3rd largest in the near future, our aims and objectives are much different. That's what the Prime Minister is saying. So instead of equating ourselves with our neighbor, which is all sorts of problems and a cancer, as we say in our western backyard, we got to deal with it and look ahead. And phenomenal has the victory and phenomenal has been the thanksgiving of the Prime Minister. We need to look ourselves, we need to join him. He's working very hard. A message to all of us, rather than blaming or criticizing A, B, C, Pakistan and me, we need to do our bit.
Yes, Major Gen Kumar, also this shows, how, the nation always remembers its forces at a time of conflict. But when a conflict is over, it's time to acknowledge them. It's time then also to stand with them and show how we are eternally grateful, and that's what the PM is doing today.
Absolutely, Uday. I'm sure the message also goes on to other arms of the government, the captains of the industry, the NGOs and what have you. The soldiers, airmen and the seamen, navics, they do so much in times of war. We all applaud them. But after the victory, after the event is over, they tend to be forgotten. We took a little practical, messages to all these people to say, okay, there would be people who would be killed. There are people who have got killed. There are people who got maimed. There are families. Look after them. Or the country and the countrymen and the people who can do that. That would be some succour and a great way of motivation to the armed forces. PM has done his bit. The government will do its bit, but that's not good enough. So my appeal to all of us, all people, all Indians, all sympathizers across the globe, do your bit. Army will never fail. Air Force will never fail. Navy, Army, Air Force together will be victorious. We'll put the country in the path to progress. We'll secure borders, work and vote, make it a first-class economy. That actually is what we want. First-class economy has a deeper pockets to buy armaments, be not dependent, and then be a good military machine. One more last thing. The event is actually makes sense to exhort fellow Indians, go and visit Kashmir, spend some time there, ensure that Kashmir gets back to the mainstream of the country. Their men and women study here, buy property here. We, in our case, go there and enjoy our holidays. And that would be a great finale and fitting tribute to this episode of the operation which we've had for the last so many days.
Absolutely. Maj Gen Kumar, also I have to ask you what stood out for you in the Prime Minister's address to the nation yesterday. This visit comes, of course, the morning after that address to the nation. That was his first speech after Operation Sindoor's successful conclusion. What stood out for you?
Two things. Being firm with our neighbor who will be recalcitrant, talks and terror, talks and trade, पानी और खून साथ नहीं चलेगा. Second, more importantly, called the nuclear bluff of Pakistan. Pakistan military machine and establishment led by their generals have been thinking. They have an umbrella of nuclear warhead, tactical, strategic, and what have you. With that, we can play merry hell in the states of Jammu and Kashmir. The so-called jugular vein of Asim, General Asim, the chief army staff. That he called the bluff of. And it was very well shown by a deep strike. And finally, to resolve the old outstanding Pak-occupied Kashmir, it'll take time and it'll come. But the best thing could have happened is calling the nuclear bluff of our neighbor.
Okay. In fact, Home Minister Amit Shah has also now put out a post on social media platform X on Prime Minister Modi's visit to Adampur Air Base. He has said